Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. We are back today with another one of Ned's designs. We've done a couple of his designs, Hench and Rex Regnat. There we go.
Yes.
Today we're doing De Exudio.
De Excidio, on the destruction of.
Aha. And I don't know anything about that. So I'm going to turn it over to Ned, and he's going to explain what that all means. Although before I do that, we also have Zintis and Zero Gamer both joining us.
Hello.
Yes. And with that, we're going to hop right in. Go.
Heck yeah. So this is De Excidio. It is a multi-victor game. So anywhere between everybody and nobody can win, although generally one or two people will win. So just kind of level setting here. As far as the mechanics go, it borrows a fair bit from Dune Imperium, that combination of worker placement and deck building. And I'll kind of jump into things. The conceit of the game is we're in a 4-player game. So if everybody would mind grabbing one of your meeples and tossing it off to the side.
I don't know exactly where I'm seated. Does it matter?
You are in the green. Yeah, there should be one of the.
Am I green? I think my color is. I'm zero.
I
think I might be blue.
Zero.
Yeah,
No, you're blue.
blue. Yeah, you are blue.
You're blue. Yeah.
Okay, so grab that off to the side.
Yeah.
Into the ether with you.
This one?
Yes. Yes, exactly. And then everybody should have one hand that is. The hands are kind of the rectangular shaped objects. One hand that is white to you, and all the others should be black.
Yes, that is true.
So the conceit of the game is that it is the far future. We are on a corporate space colony. Our owning company has gone into receivership, and so we don't know when the next supply ship is coming. It's probably going to be a while because when a big company goes bankrupt, it takes a hot minute to sort everything out. And so we're kind of left to manage the affairs of the colony by ourselves. So given that it is a corporate space colony, there are 3 main systems that we care about. There is HR, that is purple on the left. There is admin, which is blue in the middle. And then there is security, which is orange on the right. We also have the production that goes on the space colony that is in green in kind of the middle. Mm-hmm. Each turn, we're going to be going around and playing a card from our hand in order to take an action. So I'm just grabbing a card off the top of my deck. Here is a card. Cards have a section of the company that they're affiliated with. The Goon, yes. Cards have a section of their company that they're affiliated with. So in the case of the Goon, they are affiliated with security. So if you were to play the Goon, I would be able to take one of my meeples and go to a security space. The way to read a space is that to the left of the space is the cost to go to that space. And then in the box is what you get out of the space. Does that make sense so far? Mm-hmm. Additionally, some cards are going to have text. So I'm going to grab out of this 3 pile, a card with text. So this is a card. This is a purchase card. So this is not a card that is going to start off in your deck. They are affiliated with admin. You can tell by the blue triangle in the top left. They also have an ideology. So that is indicated by the background color of the card and then the symbol in the bottom left. Ideologies are important, and I'll talk about ideologies in a little bit. But they also have game text that is in the text box. If there is no kind of colon associated with it. So like, for example, if you look at this green card, they have 2 abilities. So when you play them, you get to do both of those things. And then that are in their text box, in addition to getting to take a worker placement space. Additionally, some cards have on purchase bonuses. So in the case of this, when you purchase Celiano, you will get to pick up 2 purple resources to culture. Does that make sense?
Vaguely.
Okay.
2 culture victory points. I gotcha.
Two cultures, yes. Two cultures. The cost to purchase a card is in the top right. You'll notice that none of your starting cards have a purchase cost because you don't have to purchase them. I've grabbed 2 more powerful cards, but there are a mix of cards of varying efficacy. So we are running this corporate space colony. Yes, great. Thank you, Zero, for flipping those over, because now I get to talk about how you win. At the start of the game, there are 3 ways to win. The person with the most control over each of the 3 sectors of the company, our local franchise, will win. So, for example, if I have this hexagonal token here, I have 2 points of control over HR. If I'm going to grab a token from Jake here. Now, Jake has 2. Neither of us have the most control over HR. So neither of us are winning right now. If I grab another blue token from Zero, now Zero is once again winning. Zero has 4 points of control. Does that make sense?
That part makes sense. I am wondering, I'm sure you'll get to it, how we put those there.
So there's going to be things that will let you put things there, and I'll talk about those in a moment, but I wanted to stress that. However, over the course of the game, some of our institutions may fall apart. So you'll notice that there are these 3 kind of castle icons on each institution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab a crisis here and drop it in the middle of the board. So this is a crisis. Each turn there's going to be a crisis. If the crisis is resolved successfully, the institution stays good and there is a benefit. If the crisis is not resolved successfully, let me grab one that's maybe a little bit simpler to understand. Give me 1 second. So this crisis, if admin has 12 or more points of power in it, then you do the top thing. And the person who has the most power in admin gets to do the top thing.
Right.
If you don't have 12 points of power in admin, then you flip one of the admin tokens over to the damaged side. And then the person with the least power in admin is going to lose 3 cubes.
Oh no, not
Similarly-
3 monies.
So,
Three-
So that's
Please.
always, so it's
I
always
think
highest-
cubes are different from money, which is different from culture.
Yes, that's correct. And we'll get into that. Cubes are power. Cubes are
so it's
power.
always
Yeah.
highest power when you win and lowest.
The rich
Yes.
get richer.
Yes. Similar at the same time, there is also this crisis that is going on in HR. So the yellow symbol that you see, you can hold spacebar to zoom in on a card if that when you're mousing over it, if that's helpful. That yellow symbol means that you get to put down one of your hexagonal tokens on that institution. So if you are the strongest, if you have the most power in admin, you would get to take one of your hexagonal tokens and put it on the lowest uncovered space in admin. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
If a token, if a institution token gets flipped for a second time, it is removed. And if an institution has no tokens, no legitimacy left in it, then that institution can no longer provide you a victory. So if this happens, it doesn't matter who has the most control over HR. HR is no longer a legitimate institution, and so you cannot win by having the most control over HR. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. How do you get power in these institutions? Whenever you go to a space, you get, in addition to taking the game effect of that space, you can also put up to 2 of your cubes. Again, I'm touching other people's stuff, supporting that space. Each cube is worth 2 points of power. So in this case, if blue were to go to reorg, they'd get the reorg benefit. And then they would also, if they wanted to dump 2 cubes, you can dump up to 2 cubes in, which would bring you to 4 power in HR.
Just as an example, for instance, if instead I went for sport or holiday, I would then be able, I put the 2 cubes for free from that, and then I could put in an additional 2 for 4 total.
Correct. Yes, that is correct. But those 2 cubes that you get, you can also just hang on to those. You don't have to dump them in.
Oh, those two cubes go to my supply.
They go to your supply, but you can also allocate them to the institution if you want. So
Gotcha.
if you go to sport, you can spend up to 4 cubes on supporting this institution.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense for everybody? Cool.
So everybody puts cubes there in their own pool, but the power is aggregate.
Yes, that's correct. The institutional power is aggregate, and that's what's being checked for to see whether the institution weathers the crisis or not.
Okay, and it's whenever I see the cube symbol, and also when I go there and when I see the cube symbol, those both let me place cubes there, only in the category, the column that I'm placing.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Do any cards or other things have cube symbols or like?
Yes, they do, and they let you do the cube. They let you do the cube. Yep.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Cool. All right. So I've talked about power. I've talked about crises. So over time, it is likely that these institutions will become, their legitimacy will become damaged. And this will bring us into the other way to win. So we look back at this crisis. When you built community, so let's look at the admin side of this. Instead of being able to put down one of your influence tokens, you could also support an ideology. So each ideology, there are 4 different ideologies.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to lock that so that doesn't happen again. All right, there are 4 ideologies. When you support an ideology, that is, you pick, so like in this case of this admin, you were to pick the justice, the scales, instead of gaining influence in the institution, you would put one of these justice tokens supporting justice, and then you would get to grab one of these 2 benefit tiles and put them on your player board.
Okay.
So it gives you a permanent game benefit. I'm sorry, that does not go there. If an institution has 3 or more, so let's say, for example, I don't know, Jake, you won this, and you won the admin. You had the most power supporting admin when this crisis was resolved. You could put one of these tokens here because this lets you choose to support justice, and then you would get one of these 2 orange tiles and put it on your player board.
Yep.
And that would give you a permanent game benefit. Additionally, so I'm just gonna move it down here. Additionally, if an ideology has 3 or more tokens of support for it, at the end of the game, this is another way to win, is the person who has the most justice personnel in their deck would also win.
Interesting.
These are non-rival risks. So this is this is a multi-victor game.
Right.
So it is entirely possible that multiple people could win
in different ways.
Win in different ways. Exactly right. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry. I think I missed when those tokens get placed up there.
So if you look at build community, if you look at this crisis, the admin side, you'll see that it's hexagon plus wheat or justice.
And so then you place a justice token there, and you get the bonus tile.
You get one of the 2 justice bonus.
Okay.
You would get one.
But it doesn't matter who places it, unlike other things in the game. Just as long as it gets placed. That's what we're tracking.
As long as there are 3
for winning at the end. Yeah.
Well, it does matter, but only if you have the most justice concepts. I forget what you called these.
Justice personnel. These are people in your deck. These cards. So like if you'll
hold on. Wait, which ones are cards?
These people that you're adding to your deck.
Wait, I thought you were adding these here too.
You are. This unlocks. This unlocks. This is what's unlocking a justice victory or an expression
and
victory.
And this is just extra fun stuff. And then the cards that we're buying will be with one of these. Will be people that.
Okay, I thought it was whoever had the most of either of these things here.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Once 3 of these tokens have been placed on an ideology, then that ideology can now also win you the game. Being the biggest supporter of that ideology will win you the game. And being the biggest supporter means you have the most
people. Okay,
got
it. Okay, so there are 5. Well, there's 4 slots for ideology tokens. Can a 5th one be placed, or can you acquire?
A 5th one cannot be placed. Okay. A 5th one cannot be placed.
But is there any? Okay,
go ahead. Sorry.
Is there any benefit to? So you said as long as there's 3 ideology markers up, which I'm assuming
there is no benefit to placing up. The only reason to place a 4th token is specifically to shut somebody else out of winning.
Because
so you might not want, because you might. So let's talk about some of these other crises. Hold on. So, like for example, if you look at this New Horizons crisis, you get to place 1 of anything.
Okay.
So you might
get one of any resource.
Yeah. Yes. So you might not want to make power stronger. You might want not to do that. Additionally, as these tiles are chosen, new tiles are going to come down.
So you might want
and then
that benefit.
You might want one of those benefits.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the purpose is just so you can acquire another tile, or to avoid having to place a token in one of the other categories.
Correct. Yeah. In general, I don't expect a lot of placing the 4th thing there, but I wanted like a mechanical off ramp
and an option for it. Yeah.
Yes. All right. The last thing I'm going to talk about is getting new personnel. That is buying cards for your deck, and then I think I'll do like symbol rodeo, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to build the purchase deck real quick. So we're taking 14 from here. We're taking 10 from here. We're taking 10 from here. We're shuffling. When you buy a personnel, you pay, the buy symbol is the bag. When you buy a personnel, you pay the cost that is in the top right of that personnel. So that's a number in the kind of diamond shape.
Oh, sorry.
In addition, yeah.
Whenever I try to move around, I'm hovering over left or right click picks up stuff. It's weird.
You can also WASD to move around.
WADs will move you around, and then spacebar again zooms in on things.
Yeah.
For each, yes.
How do you get the diamonds? Did we talk about that already?
Those are cubes. Those are cubes. You're spending cubes. So instead of spending cubes on the institution, you're spending cubes on recruiting.
Where does the cubes go when you spend it for recruiting?
Back to support. They go away.
I'm assuming that your cards in your deck produce cubes.
Some of the cards produce cubes. Also, like going to spaces makes cubes, right? So if I go to holidays, I don't have to put all 4 cubes. I get 2 cubes, and then I can put up to 4 cubes in supporting this institution. I don't have to put any cubes in if I don't want to support.
But the other ones could just go to you.
They could go to you, right?
Okay.
Each card that you skip over, you put a cube on. You'll notice that there are these little squares below. You put your cubes on, and then if somebody buys that card, they get the cubes that got skipped over. It's a river, so whenever a card is bought, everything shifts down along with the cubes, and then a new card comes down.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
So you have to pay the cost of the card, but you also have to pay for every
person you overlook.
Yeah. Yes. Every person you overlook.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one would actually cost 7 because it'd be 1, 2, 3 plus 4.
Yeah.
To get
exactly.
Okay.
And you can't get that unless you can pay all 7. Correct.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't cheat 0.
What?
It decreases the cost, or it gives you cubes when you buy it.
It gives you cubes when you buy it. They just go straight into your buckets.
Okay.
As far as refilling the market goes, at the end of every turn, so that is after everybody's done all their actions and the crisis has been resolved, we're going to cube everybody. We're going to delete everybody who has cubes on them who has not been bought, and then we're going to cube everybody who has no cubes on them.
Delete everybody who has cubes on them, and then put cubes on everybody else?
Yes, that's correct. So that will help to flush the market through.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Last thing, symbol rodeo, and then we're about ready to get started. All right. So symbol rodeo. There are 4 primary resources. The 4 primary resources.
So I'm sorry. Before we get into symbol rodeo,
yes.
Maybe this is tied intrinsically to it. But what is this whole production line in the middle of the board?
The production line, these are spaces you can go to, but they're not tied to any of the institutions that are fighting.
Okay.
If you use a card that goes to production, so I'm going to just grab cards out of your deck until I grab a card that has a green symbol. You've got 1. Production is a little bit rarer. It was on the bottom. Great. Yeah. If you go to one of these green spaces, you get the benefit of going to the green space, but you're not going to any of the institutions. It's not part of any of the institutions.
So it's exactly the same as the institutions, except this is the one section of the board that doesn't have a win condition.
Yes, that's correct.
Gotcha.
But it is a easier way to get cubes, hypothetically.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
It does. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it'll dump a lot of cubes on you. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess also to clarify with the normal institutions as well.
Yeah.
To the left of their symbols, there's coins or grass or culture or whatever.
That is the cost to go to that space.
Gotcha. Okay. Same and exactly the same as production. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly the same. Yep. To the left of the space, always the cost to go there. Yep.
Okay. Now you can. I'm good. You can go over the symbols.
Yeah. All right. There are 3 primary resources. There is wheat, which is the wheat-looking thing that is raw materials. There is culture, which is this cool S. There is money, which is this kind of gold-looking thing. There are cubes, which represent your support and your power within your social power within the larger community. And then the last thing are these quills. So you'll notice that on some of your cards, there are quill symbols. When you have that card in your hand and you don't use it to take an action, you get quill symbols that you will allocate to institutions. So these are, if you've played Dune Imperium, these are like the daggers.
Okay.
I have not played Dune Imperium.
Neither have I.
Okay. Okay. These are like ways to make it harder to calculate exactly how much support, how much power different people have in different institutions.
Okay.
When do people commit those quills?
When it is your turn to take an action and you have no more meeples to action with.
Okay, so the last player has more information and so forth about
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. The first player, of course, gets the benefit of being able to go to any space.
So
yeah.
You says it's based on what's in your hand. So is it basically just you have to trust, or are you revealing your hand, or is it just purely?
You reveal.
Okay.
It's when you can't meeple anymore, you reveal your hand and you say, I've got this many quills and I'm going to allocate them like so.
Do you reveal your whole hand or just the quill cards?
Your whole hand. And then it all gets thrown into the trash. Into the discard, not the trash. Right. It all gets thrown into your discard.
Your personal discard.
Trash and discard are two different things?
Yes. This is a deck builder. This is a deck builder and a worker placement game.
Okay.
So you have your discard area is like in front of the innermost face up area. And then you have your deck that's over here, and then there's a shared trash pile that is over here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about the resources. Other symbols. The bag is recruit. This is you buy a personnel.
Okay.
Right away?
Right away. Yeah. When you do bag, you buy somebody.
Any of them with no cost.
No. You pay. You still pay. This is how you buy people.
This is how you
have
buy.
to take a bag.
Oh, you need that to buy people. Okay.
Yes, this is the way that buying happens. If you want to recruit a personnel, you need to take an action that gives you bag.
Reorg exploration.
Exploration, modernization.
Or modernization. There we go.
So trash is you trash a card. You can trash a card from your hand or from your discard pile. It goes to the trash area that is right here. The thing that looks like a deck of cards with an arrow coming up is you draw a card. And then now I get to talk about the confusing spaces. Board seat costs 7 culture minus your control over HR. So I'm going to move Jake's tokens. Mm-hmm. Right at the start of the game, it costs 7 culture to buy this board seat. Now for Jake, it would cost 5 culture. Now for Jake, it would cost 3 culture.
Right.
So it's 7
I did not see I didn't see what you were actually moving.
Adding
I was moving Jake's
to the control.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
you always have to control from bottom up?
Yes. Whenever control is placed, it gets placed up.
So with these two, it only costs him 3.
It would only cost him 3, yes. Because each of these are worth 2. Yep. When you get your board seat, you get to flip over. There's a token on your player board that says board seat, and when that's flipped over, your hand size is +2.
Okay.
Local control gets you an extra meeple to do stuff with. That costs 7 minus your control over admin. And finally, we've got extirpate. Extirpate is the funny security action. When you extirpate, you murder somebody, or sorry, you eliminate somebody out of the purchase row.
Is that what the window is?
That is the Overton window. This is the technical term, is the Overton window, the purchase row. You you get rid of somebody out of the purchase row, and you collect cubes equal to their cost, plus any cubes that are on the card.
And what's this symbol?
In order to be trusted with the power of extirpation, you must have at least 1 control in security.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that all kind of make sense?
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think we're gonna have to just jump into it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Before we do that, I just need to hold on. I believe one second. All right, yeah, I just had to make sure that I remembered what the symbol was for pause and unpause and make sure that we were actually recording. We should be good to go now.
Okay, are we back to recording?
Yes, we're back to recording.
Great.
All righty.
Okay, there are two last things that I have to say. I'm sorry, I know that the rules teach is running slightly over, but the two last things that I have to say. The game ends. The end of the game happens when at the conclusion of the 10th crisis, or if all the institutions fall apart, or if somebody takes total control of an institution, if the last influence is placed in an institution. Any of these will end the game.
Okay.
Could you repeat that, please?
If the deck runs out,
okay,
or
so 9 turns.
Yeah, 10 turns. We've got
10 turns.
We've got
okay, 1 turn.
Yeah. All right. All of the institutions no longer have any legitimacy, so all 9 of these tokens are gone. Or if the last token in the last control in an institution is placed. So when somebody places on a 4, the game ends.
So
End of that round?
That round, yes. At the end of that round, yeah.
So I could be wrong, but you said that each of these institutions, the castles need to be flipped essentially twice. So they all quote unquote have 6 health.
Yes. Some of the crises will destroy. So here you see this X. This will just straight up destroy a token.
Okay. I'm good. Let's play.
Yeah, let's hop in and try and figure this out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got absolute last thing. You get 3 extra starter personnel that I'm gonna just grab 3 from the deck. The way to grab multiples, Jake, I already threw the 3 into your pile, is you shift click.
You did?
And that
you did. There.
Yes, I did. Oh, sorry. I did that.
I'll fix it.
How do I shuffle, by the way? Because I just hit R and it rotated my whole hand, my whole body.
It is. You need to double click on the stack and then hit Z.
Z.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's
the shuffle
crazy.
Button. Z.
Jake, you need to show him how to use tabletop sim.
No, he knows how.
I know how to use. I know how. The problem is that the other group that I test with do not allow for the use of tabletop simulator.
What do you mean do not allow?
There was a big hubbub about TTS a long time ago. Like what now? 4 years ago now? 3 years ago now?
Something like 4 years ago now. Yeah.
It was hold and Z.
Double click.
It's
and
double
then
click.
Double click
and then
Z. Okay.
Alrighty. How many cards do we draw?
And then every 5 card hand.
3.
How do you draw 5 cards?
5.
Shift click to get 5 in a stack.
I'm sorry.
So click on your stack. Shift click till the number 5 appears, and then drag.
Okay. Good God. All
right. Okay. Jake, you start with the first player token. That is this flag. The first player token also does not pass. Do you want me to start with the flag? I can start with the flag.
Yes, you start so I can see what the heck this is actually happening. I mean, I think I know what I'm doing, but I just gotta,
Yeah.
I would feel better if you went first. Then I would know that I knew what I was doing.
When does the crisis get? Oh, it's revealed right now. Okay.
Yeah. When all of the things are done. So I think that I like security right now, so I'm gonna play.
Right, and we both have 2. Basically, we both get 2 actions before this goes off.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna play my thug. I'm gonna go to recruiting. I'm gonna spend my wheat. I'm gonna collect 3 cubes.
Sorry, hold on. We start with resources.
Yes.
Yes. You start with 1 of each resource and 3 cubes.
1 of each. Okay.
Or 5 cubes. You should have 5 cubes. So let me grab you your 2 cubes that you're missing.
I think it's because you put them.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's put them back in the supply then. All right.
Put them back where they belong.
Back where they belong. So I collected.
Cubes.
I went to recruiting. I collected 3 cubes, and then I'm gonna put 2 of my 3 cubes into supporting the institution of security. So that will put security at 4 support.
Okay, and just there was a lot of information dumped at the same time. Can you just remind me how I get control of a specific thing? I know
You
that
need to have the most. You need to
most.
win this crisis.
That's right.
Right. So some of the rewards for the crisis are that you get to place a hexagon.
Got it.
So
that's right. Okay. It's just all in my head.
Yep. Totally.
All right. Who's next?
We're gonna go clockwise. So next up would be green player Zintis.
Yep, that's me. Okay, so victory again is if there's 3 or more scales, balanced scales, and you have the
Or
most
3 or
balanced
more.
scale. Right. Just for
Yes.
example.
Yeah.
And you have the most of that card in your deck more than any other player, or tied.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
those...
it's rivalrous. It's rivalrous. Everything is rivalrous.
What does that mean?
You don't share. You don't share. So if
non-friendly.
Non-friendly. Yeah.
Okay.
If 2 people tie, then neither person wins. So then
ties lose.
Yes, if you have the most points worth of hexagons in an institution that still has castles left.
Okay, so there could be 8 winners.
There could be up to 7 winners. There will not be.
Okay. What do I want to do? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to pull in everything. What is what's the hexagon symbol? What's the symbol that puts on the control?
That's
the yellow.
The yellow.
Yeah. So you want to
Oh, it's the yellow hexagon.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't mention any particular color.
Yes.
Right. So
when I see
if
the yellow
you had the
hexagon
most here, you'd get a control at security or a money, or you'd get to place one of these.
Or yeah.
Okay, so the yellow hexagon represents adding a marker to the control of that category, not the other ones.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna play. Okay, and we have 3 good cards, and then like 7
kind of crappy cards. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have resources. Okay. And
you have one of each resource at the start of the game. Yeah.
Okay. So I will play this.
So you get to go to a purple space.
Place a person here, and I will lose $1. Is it a closed economy?
It is. Yeah. What's here is what's here. Yeah.
Okay, so I will grab 2 cubes from my trouble.
Yes, that's correct.
And I could trash a card from my hand.
Correct.
Or your discard.
Or your discard, but you only have. I mean, they could trash themselves.
What's in the upper right corner of the cards?
The upper right corner. This is starting resources. Yeah, this is starting resources.
What do you mean starting resources?
So everybody starts off with the 7 with the 7 starting cards, and those all have resources on them. In the more advanced version of the game, which we're not doing right now, when you draft your starting 3 good cards, they give you extra resources to start off with. So the philosopher would give you a cube, but we're not doing that because this is an early test, and I'm just trying to make sure that the thing works.
Systems work, yeah.
Okay,
yes.
So I will trash this card, and that goes here.
Goes up here.
Okay.
Yep. So real quick before he goes any further in his turn, I do have a question about the card he played, this philosopher. Does that say that he can spend a culture to get 2 more power cubes?
That's correct.
I will do that. So I will get all this power.
Yep. And then do you want to spend any power?
9 power?
9. You should now have 9 power. Yep. And do you want to spend any of that power supporting HR?
Good question. HR, stuff's going to happen to HR soon. So I could get a thing. I'm sorry, what's the first one on HR, the top action spot?
This is, it lets you flip over the token on your player board that gives you +2 hand size. So you would have a hand size of 7 rather than a hand size of 5.
I see. Okay.
And it costs 7 culture minus your control of HR.
Okay. And then one other player gain. Okay. But HR would have to go up to 12 or more, and then whoever has the most gets it.
Then whoever has the least.
Yeah.
If it doesn't succeed, whoever has the least.
If it doesn't succeed, then whoever has done the least to help HR loses some cubes.
But like I don't need to do that because I can just get another placement and then place later in the round.
Yeah, you totally can. Yeah, you
Okay.
can. You can.
All
hang on.
right. Yeah, I'm not going to place any cubes then. All right.
You're not gonna place
I am
Annie.
good to
Yep.
pass to red.
Jake.
Who red?
Yep. Jake.
Yes. Okay. So I am going to play. Oh, not there. True Believer.
Yep.
And I am going to do 2 holidays.
Mhm.
Spends this.
Yep.
So I will get 2 cubes.
Yep.
And I get to draw a card.
Correct.
Interesting.
And then you can invest up to 4 of your cubes into supporting HR.
Sure. I am going to do that. So I am this one on the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure.
So that'll put 8 points into HR. Because
8
each
points?
cube is worth 2. 8 points.
Aha.
Each cube is worth 2.
I see. Interesting. All right.
0.
Okay, when do we get the resource from the cards we play? Immediately?
If it gives you resources, you get it immediately. Yeah, you get it as part of the play.
Then I will play my thug, who will give
This
me.
does not give you. This is a starting.
That's just what I asked. Okay.
It gives you that at the start of the game, and then it's the bottom half that is
the bottom
stuff
half
in.
is the game text. Yeah.
Okay, I completely misunderstood how it worked then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to think because
Totally,
2 of my plans just went up in smoke. So, give me a second to think.
For sure.
Thinking.
I guess it doesn't matter which one of these guys I play then, because they're both basically the same. Okay, yeah, I'll just play the thug then. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right. I mean, at the start, it doesn't super matter. It's just where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll go. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Let me think for just a second. Hold on.
Sure.
Panicking.
Not panicking. I'm just. What color is Trinity Traverse? That's right. That's right. She's utility. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
Utility. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Why not? I'm gonna go for that then. Okay. So we're going to go. We'll go for exploration.
Yep.
So I'll get a wheat.
Yep. From supply.
And then I will pay 1 power cube back to the supply.
Yep.
To get Trinity into my discard.
And when you buy Trinity, you also get
a coin. Yep.
And did these all flow down?
Those all flow down.
Ah.
And then I will put 2 power into security.
That takes us to 8.
8, which solidifies security as safe.
Yeah. If either of us, we need more than 8, but if either of us has a quill, then we.
Oh, more than 8. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But if either of us has a quill, and I have a quill, so I can guarantee that security will be all right.
Mm-hmm.
But we have one more whole round anyways, so.
Yes,
and
we do have one more.
Sorry, how exactly are the quills going to be measured? Because you said the cubes, we're just going to pull them and like plop them here?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
Anyways, I'm done.
All right. I am going to play my middle manager.
Manager?
No.
My middle manager.
Not a middle manager.
And I'm going to go to Civic Life, and I'm going to take a culture, and I'm going to draw a card. Pass turn.
Okay. So we have 8 power in what's it called?
HR.
What if it's a tie for least power?
The person holding the flag breaks ties.
Who has the flag?
The first player.
I have the flag. The first player.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
Yep.
By breaks ties, that means the bad thing happens to them?
They get to pick. They get to pick who.
Okay.
Right. I mean, if you tied us right now, we would succeed. because you would add 4 and the cubes are worth 2, meaning we would be over 12.
Well, I can't play on HR. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to get punished for it.
That is the question.
So, but you're just going to pick who gets punished.
I pick who gets punished, unless if somebody takes modernization, then they would get the flag, and then they would get to pick. Yeah.
That seems like a good deal. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do that.
I mean, I would very much appreciate if somebody did help this happen, and then I could maybe help someone else.
All right.
I can't finish out HR on my own, but I can.
So I can acquire the flag, so I can trash a card, buy a card, get the flag.
So and it costs you 2 cubes. Yep, you get all 3, and it does burn 2 of your cubes.
That's totally fine. Okay, so 1, 2, and then I have to trash a card, which could be a card only from my hand or my discard. Is the card that I played already in my discard?
That is already in your discard. Yes, you can totally.
Already in my discard. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I will trash that card, and I will buy a card, and it looks okay. So that's gonna go, or it could be that. 2 for 2. Yeah, 2 to your current institution. I'm sorry, I'm just reading a little bit.
No worries. Yeah.
While you're reading, Ned, is there what is the best way for us to negotiate favors here?
You can talk to each other.
No, I guess I'm just more saying, like, what hypothetically could I do to help other people so that they would help me? Because you just said basically.
You can offer people. Yeah, you can offer people resources.
You can just give people resources?
You can just give people resources, yeah.
Is there any formality in that? You can just anytime, any place for whatever reason?
Yep. Currently it is anytime, any place for whatever reason. Zintis, you grabbed your person off your locked
sure.
worker.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just
got it.
Fixing that.
All right. I am good. All right. So Jake.
Okay. I'm what I'm saying is that my action that I'm about to do is up for grabs. I can't go into purple, but somehow my action could maybe help somebody else.
I mean, I think that right now, Zero and I are fighting over security, and so I don't think that I'm interested in you helping out security.
Right.
If you want to throw some cubes into admin, be my guest. I don't care. But
if I did throw things into security, would that mess you up?
Potentially. I mean, like, I've only got 2 cubes there, so
right.
Unless you can throw like a lot of cubes in there.
But you might be able to. Like, you might, like, if you took.
I could.
Yeah.
So maybe it's worth you throwing some stuff into purple for me not to go and mess with you.
I can't. I'm all out of actions.
Ooh.
I cannot do anything.
All right. Well, that's true. Fudge. Hey, Zira, how are you feeling about helping out with HR?
No, I'm good.
Damn it. Okay, cool. All right, well then I might as well go to security, I guess. Honestly.
Heck yeah.
So I will spend Uno money to go to policing, which gets me one of these. And I get to trash. So I could trash this, and it just gives me 3.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then I can put.
And then you could
up to 4
up to
here?
5.
Up to 5
because you got 3 from that card.
So it's 2 plus whatever you got that turn, basically.
Yes. 2 plus whatever you get that turn. Yep.
Okay, so if I just put 3 on, I'd be winning right now. but
you would be winning right now.
hypothetically,
and Jake,
Zero has another turn, and he could put probably 4 on.
Maybe
I could.
it's gonna. Yep.
It cost me a lot, but
Right.
I don't have a lot of power left.
Right. He would have to probably do expansion in order to do that, which would cost him all his money.
Yep.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna make you earn this, bro. 3, 4.
Oh wow, you're really going.
5.
Okay, all right. So then we're at 14.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but as long as the conditions met, there's no
8.
loser, right?
There's no loser.
Yeah.
No, it's just
There's no loser. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to invest any power in it. Then you can just take that.
right. It's just
Yep.
whether who gets the power.
Right.
I just want to do something. It's your turn, by the way.
Yeah. No. Totally. Yeah.
Throwing my weight around.
I see that. Let me look here for a second. Yeah, I'll play a goon. I will, in fact, pay 2 gold coins to go into expansion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get my 2 cubes, which I'll just hold on to. There's no point in spending them, but I'll also get 2 wheat, which is nice.
Yep.
Is
That's
it
it.
hydroponically grown wheat since we're in space?
No.
Yes. Yes.
I smuggled it.
So I go next. I do my reveal because I have no other meeples to place. I have 1 admin. So I'm gonna put that admin into into down here into HR.
Okay.
Nice.
Is this power going to reset in between rounds?
Yes, it will. All the cubes that are spent are gonna get all the cubes that are used in a crisis get wiped.
Got it. But not ones that don't get used in a crisis. So power
Correct.
will not reset.
Admin would not get reset.
I mean,
If
sorry,
cubes got
power.
put on
Admin. Yeah, my brain.
admin would not get reset. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So then, Zintis, it is your go. So you're going to reveal your hand. What's left of your hand?
What do I do now?
You don't have any quills, so you just throw it in your discard pile, and then you're
Okay.
good.
Great.
And then Jake, you don't have any more meeples, so you're going to reveal.
Yep. Nope. Here we go. So I have 2.
Yep.
I am going to incentivize because there is a bad, there's more bad beyond, if we don't do this, bad things
I should be
happen
clear.
to us, right?
Yeah.
We would flip one of these, which would be bad.
Well, a bad thing is going to happen there regardless. So.
Well, not necessarily.
Not if you have 1
Jake
feather, because I can.
I don't.
You have 0 feathers. Well. So I have 2 more. That gets us to 11.
Yep.
So if you have 1
we
feather.
would need 2. He would need 2
I don't
feathers
have any feathers.
Because it needs to be above 12. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, then.
So if you want to throw those to admin instead, you totally can.
I'm going to put them here.
Yeah.
And put this back down to 9.
Mm-hmm.
That at 2. Haha. Have a leg up on future ones. All right, 0. Prove to us you have 0 feathers. You featherless fiend.
All right. So now we resolve the crisis. So let's check security. Jake, you have the most security, so you get to pick the benefit.
Okay, let me just read what these are. Ooh, you may use an occupied space, or when you buy somebody, you can also trash. No, I want the power. So I take this and do the control, rather.
Yep.
So I do that, and I also get 1 money.
Yes, that's correct.
Delightful.
And then we check HR. HR, we did not pass, so one of the HR tokens gets flipped. Okay. And then the person with the fewest support, the least power in HR has to pay the penalty. So there are 2 people tied, and that is Zintis and 0.
All right.
That's a
Wait,
card
what?
draw.
I'm not there.
Right, but you don't have anything
You don't
there.
have. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was only for people who actually participate.
No.
I would have changed my entire turn then. I was under the assumption it only affects people who actually try to go there.
No. This is
We're all working together, and you didn't help at all.
We're all working.
So
You
fuck
didn't
you.
help
Yeah,
at all.
I would have done an entirely different thing.
That's okay.
Okay.
Now we know.
I mean, I don't know if it's
What's the penalty?
okay. I think it's actually objectively very bad. Like, this is a bad downside.
Yes.
It's minus. What's the flip? It's you flip one of the
Minus-
things and minus 3
Yep.
cubes.
Yep.
All right, I guess. Sure.
You'll be okay. You'll get me next time.
I mean, I wasn't trying to like go for anyone in particular. I just thought I was safe.
Gotcha.
No. All right. Power resets.
It's a good clarifying note for the teach. Yes.
That's
Absolutely,
I would
yes.
say that's very important.
Yes.
All
right.
righty.
Well, I think I'm kind of fucked, but
well, I
we'll
also
see.
have 0 cubes, so
What happened?
You also have a significant leg up on other stuff. So,
So this card is trashed
Because it has a cube, right?
because it has a cube. Yep. And then
Okay.
everything else comes down, and then
And
we
they get a cube.
Yep. So
and then
Wait.
hold
You're
on. Did we
gonna-
shuffle our discard pile right away?
if you don't have enough cards to draw, I only had 4 cards left in my deck. So
Okay.
Does the last card get a cube?
the card that just came down does not get a cube.
okay. So then
What? Oh, that's
I shuffle this, and this goes
Yep.
here, and then I
Yep. Z to shuffle.
it,
Yep.
and then I get one more. Oh nope,
Oh,
that's
whoop.
all of them.
Yep.
One of them.
There we go.
Alrighty.
All
Is
right.
this cool?
And then
Real. Whoa. Fancy feast.
Zintis, you are first to go. And everybody take your meeples back.
Okay. So
And I will reveal the new crisis.
that one. So HR failed. Security succeeded.
Yep.
Which okay. And security will be won by the person who has the most points in security once the 4th spot in security is filled.
Once the game ends, yeah.
Once the game ends,
So
sure. Okay.
yeah. So if you have the most security points, that's one way to win.
Okay.
And then
And the new card is is that the same
Build
one?
community, yep. Nope, this is different.
Oh, you're right. Okay, it's green.
And then does the flag pass, or the only way to pass the flag
No,
is through modernization?
The only way is with modernization.
Okay.
As a rule, you cannot take modernization if you already have the flag.
Oh, so you're always the first player?
Well,
Until somebody goes to
Zintis
modernization.
took it, so now Zintis is.
Right.
Wait, why did he take it?
Because he
I
did
took
modernization.
modern-
on the board that takes it.
Oh, okay. I missed you doing modernization. Okay.
It's all good.
That's weird. It doesn't
I get
pass otherwise. Okay.
Yeah.
I have that, so I can't afford that. I could get that, but I would want
This 0 cost one, Trish, she gives you 2 instead?
Yeah.
Interesting.
black, place whatever. Okay, so I want to go to there, but I'm not ready yet. So I have to. What do I do? So if I go. Okay, I will play this. Oh, that's not it. I will play this card.
Yep.
And place on purple to get a coin and trash a card, and that is my turn.
Are you going to put any cubes into HR?
I am not. No cubes.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to play middle manager. I will dole out some work for people to do. Is that I'm assuming?
Yep. Yeah.
Spending some wheat, gaining 2 cubes, and then I'm going to spend 1 of those cubes on this, and then I'm going to take this, which gets me this cube plus another 2.
Yep. Yep.
1, 2. Okay, and then this goes in my discard.
That goes in your discard.
So
Yep.
hypothetically, I gained 4 cubes there.
You did gain 4 cubes there.
So I could hypothetically put up to 6 here.
That is correct.
Okay. I'll put 3. 1, 2, 3, which brings us to 8. 8. That's it. There we go. Okay.
And you were able to place 2 quills by.
The quills were last.
Quills left.
Yeah.
Oh,
because this was
okay,
not involved, so they stayed.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Right. So, like, hypothetically, somebody could throw power onto security during this round, and it would just stay there until next round.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe later. Like, we don't know.
Or the round. Yeah. Until the next time security was involved in a crisis. All right, 0.
Okay. I guess I'll play this green grunt, and I'll pay 2 of my wheat. To go into patronage and get 5 power.
Yep.
I think I took 1 too many.
Nope. You.
No. You did exactly
you
right.
didn't actually have 0. You had 1.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It doesn't give you a number when there's only 1 on there.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
All right. I am going to go to reorg, I think. Yeah, it seems good to me. I'm going to spend 2. I'm going to collect 2 money. And then I get to do a buy. I'm going to buy Zibusio for 4. I put them in my discard pile, which I have goofed up. And then I collect these 2 cubes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put 1, 2 into supporting HR.
Okay. I will play 2 admin, and we will go to civic life, which will draw a card. So I need to shuffle my deck, right?
Yep.
That shuffle Z to shuffle.
Yep.
Move it over. Draw 1 card. Trash a card from hand.
Why are you trashing a card from hand?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's draw. Oh, the other one. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just draw, not trash. Just draw.
Yep.
And then I get a culture, and I could put stuff on. Oh, it's moving. I could put stuff on there. So.
Power. Yep.
So right now,
you're 4 shy on power. So
Four.
you're five shy. So like 2 cubes and a quill would get you there.
All right, let's do 5.
Well,
Wait,
you
I'm
could
sorry.
only
Wait.
add 2 because you didn't get any
2.
cubes this time.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you could only
I can
add
only
up to
add
2.
2 because I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dune rules.
It's
Oh,
Dune
okay.
rules. Yes.
It's Dune rules. Okay. I see. Sure. Let's add 2 cubes, and I am. Which icon am I? This one.
Yep.
Okay.
Oop.
All right. All you, Jake.
Okay. You two, hypothetically, could take care of HR. One would presume. I just don't know if I want to do that yet right now. Do we discard our whole hand at the end of this? Right?
That is correct. Sorry.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
I needed to spend that card to go where I wanted to.
Just trying to figure out what I actually want out of this. Oh my gosh, he's so expensive.
Yeah, he does let you take 2 turns in a row, which, is pretty good.
These people are so expensive. Don't have 3 money with which to do that. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is be greedy. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, and this. So it trades this for 2 of these. And I could trash something out of my discard. I'm gonna trash this middle management dude, bro.
Oh, we can trash stuff from the discard? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And then so that we don't lose, I'm gonna add 1, but I get to take 1 cube. Right?
Where you're adding the cube to
because
wrong.
Because
Yeah.
of my clout. Take a cube from another player's support at this institution. Which
but you went to purple, didn't you? No, you went to blue.
No,
you
I
went to blue. Yeah.
Which I guess doesn't
Yep.
actually help us here because I had to spend 1 in order to take 1. Not actually helpful.
I mean, it helps you to win.
Yeah. It helps make sure that somebody else doesn't. So it goes down to 11 and then back up to 12.
Yeah.
Sorry, why is it at 11?
It shouldn't be. It should be at 12.
Yeah.
So I should actually put 2 just so that we're over 12. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it depends on how many admin you have in your
Well,
hand.
I don't have feathers, and I'm being chicanery-ish, so I'm not trusting somebody else to help me do it.
Yep.
All right. 0.
Well, I guess I only got 1 place to go if I don't want to get fucked over again. So we'll play.
You could also go to modernization. You could go to modernization and take the flag, and then you can not pick yourself to get fucked over.
This is true. Hypothetically, if you had a green person.
Hypothetically. Let me think. No, it's fine. I'll do this anyways. Well, no, because then I'd have to. How much do I have to? What's this at? What's this at right now? 4?
It's 4. Yep.
Right. If you can add 4 and have a feather.
I've got feathers. I've got feathers for days.
Right.
It behooves him to put a feather there.
Right.
Actually, no, it doesn't. He's fine. No, wait, you don't have any. Wait, is this your
I
spot
have
right
2.
there?
That's my
Yeah, you're
spot.
fine.
Yeah, that's my
It
spot.
actually behooves them to not invest any feathers there at all.
Well, it
So
depends on whether I want to get the benefit or just not
Well,
get
it would
screwed.
be
Right?
bad
Like,
for
I'd
this
rather get
to
the benefit.
right. It would also be
Yeah.
bad for this to crumble again.
it wouldn't be that bad, but it's only one building.
Not great.
We'll do this anyways. Okay, so we'll go. I guess here because that's the only place I can afford. We'll pay a culture to get 2 powers, and then I'm gonna steal a power from Jake because he's
Yeah.
too far in the lead right now.
Ugh, in the lead. Get out of here.
And then, do you want to add any power? You can add up to 3 power.
That's true. I guess it would let me take control of that. Yeah, I'll add 3. Why not? Theoretically, I can.
Right, as long as he doesn't have
lead.
hella feathers.
He does. He just said he had feathers for days, but whatever.
Well, maybe he wants to put them in security.
Yeah.
I think that what I'm going to do. My plays are a little bit.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry,
constrained.
I also get a draw card. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's an empty deck, so you get to take your double click to select it all, drag it over to the deck spot, and then Z. Yep, beautiful. You got it.
All right, and I'm just passing.
I get to take a turn first, but
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said
yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go to agriculture, and I'm just gonna take a wheat and a cube.
I'm just gonna reveal. I have some feathers, and
Jesus.
we are going to place them. Let's see. So HR is in okay shape. I'll place them on security, I guess. Do they stack? They do stack.
Yeah, they do stack. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so that, and then that's me, I think. Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's that for me.
Cool.
I have no feathers.
I managed to get 1 feather with that last thing there. So I guess just to secure my spot and make sure you don't scoot it out too far from underneath me, I'll put it over in HR.
Yep. And then I only have 1 feather.
Y'all have feathers for days, huh?
I had I had enough. I'm gonna put it into security, and yep, that will end the round. So let's check build community. Admin succeeds. So who has the most strength in admin? Jake, you have the most strength in admin. Would you like control over admin, or would you like the justice?
I would like. Let me just see what the justice options are. Place, gain a resource you lack, or when you place that, recruit. I feel like being able to claim an extra officer, hopefully sooner, is going to be better than either of those things. So I'm going to do that
Great.
and get a.
And then you also get a wheat.
Wheat.
Cool. HR 0. You're in the lead for HR. So do you want the pink bonus, or do you want influence in HR?
Let's see
Control
what his
in HR.
powers are. Oh, that's kind of nice.
That is nice.
You know what? I'll go for the expressionism. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So put that on your player board.
Okay.
Yep.
We can only have 2 of these?
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, yeah. Cool.
Expression gains strength, and then a new power comes down.
Ooh, your hand
Has
has
this +1.
Nice.
What happens if you get a third?
You swap it with one of the 2 that you already have. So basically, of the 3, you choose 2, and then whichever one you don't want gets removed from the game.
Okay.
All right. Let's clear.
Oh, sorry.
Doki. 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
These
that's
2
blue.
cards. These 2 cards get burnt. These 3 cards come down and get cubes. And then 2 fresh cards come in.
Okay, and then all of this gets cleared.
Yep.
But not the security stuff.
Not the security stuff. Exactly. All right. New crisis comes down. The new crisis is.
That was the old crisis.
Well,
but 15
it's
and
worse.
11 now. Holy shamoly.
Yeah.
Are these set up specifically to get harder as the game goes on?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Okay. And they are randomized in some way, shape, or form?
Yes, they're seated. So there's a set of 1s, there's a set of 2s, and there's a set of 3s. You shuffle the 1s, you take 2 1s, you take 3 2s, and then you fill out the rest with 3s.
Got it. Okay. So Zintis is still in first place.
Yep.
We're in first player.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, I need to draw a hand.
Yes. That helps.
Get some of that, and then these get flipped and shuffled, and then one more. That would be HR, and HR is the first one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
HR is the first one.
I don't know what people's timetables are. I'm happy to play a couple more rounds. I'm getting a lot of good information. One of it, which is that the math that I did on the crises is not correct, and they are too hard.
We'll see.
So
I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah, I would say let's play through like this round, and then maybe just start talking because I've got thoughts already and
cube, trash card from hand
or discard.
Discard just got shuffled.
Yep.
And then I can spend one of these to turn that into 2 more cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like such a good person to have.
Yeah.
And I could send a whole lot of cubes into HR. I think I will. So I will send in 6 cubes. 1, because I gained 2 for the spot, and then 2 for the card, and then 2 for normal. Okay.
Totally. You can, you can totally solve all of HR's problems entirely by yourself.
That philosopher,
right, so
he knows what he's talking about.
All right, I'm gonna figure it. I'm doing it. Just whoever's taking the next turn can take it. I don't know how to use this platform.
It sucks.
It's
I can't.
It helps to drag them over to the space first, and then
just drop them on.
Yeah.
Oh, because it locks. I see. Okay.
It locks. Yeah.
Give me that, and then I can hopefully do that. Okay, I think.
I should point out, by the way, that Jake keeps stealing what I want to do before I do it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Like the last 3 turns, he literally kept doing what I was going to do first.
I'm sorry.
Brutal.
So I get just this and this?
Yep.
Not this turn, however.
Is that what you were going to do?
No. Okay, is it my turn, though?
It is your turn. Are you going to do what I want to do now, though, is the real question.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm going to play this. So I'm going to pay a wheat to go into admin. And I'm going to take 2 power.
You're such a dick.
And then pick a guy. So I see what you. All right. And then I'm going to reach all the way for Tisdale Le Fonte.
Le Fonte.
Le Fonte.
So I have to do a total of 6.
Yep, and then 4 more. here. Take that, and also the 1 power cube that was there.
Yep.
And then I will put my 3 remaining cubes into admin.
Admin for 6. Cool. Let's see. I don't think I can. Boy, I don't feel great. I don't feel like I'm in a great position, but we will see how this shakes out. I think that the line that I take is that I'm going to use my goon. I'm going to go to policing. Is that really what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to go to expansion. I need some cubes, LeMayo. I'm going to collect 2 cubes and 2 wheats. And I will throw 2 cubes into just 1 cube into security. It'll pay off. Okay. It's a secret trick that'll help me later.
A secret trick? Okay. I'll take notes.
Well, the secret trick is crime.
Secret, you've got a secret.
Mm-hmm. I've been hiding.
Gilroy.
Alright, so if I do...
Really weird song.
It's just the weirdest song in the world, but it's very catchy.
So I want to do... Okay, I will exploration and get a green and buy a card for 1, which will just be the first card.
Yep.
Which will get me a thing.
And then the 2 cubes.
Huh?
They had 2 cubes on them.
Oh. Oh, that's how the economy works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
Kind of how the economy works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Economy is such a strong word.
Yes.
Alrighty, my turn. I will play this blue card in order to go here, I guess. I put 2 of these here, and I get 2 of these here, and I get 1 cube, and then I'll put both of those cubes on here, bringing us up to 10. And hopefully,
of a needed you need 16.
16 to pass. We're totally
16 to pass.
We're totally gonna do it. We are going to make the city government.
I should point out, by the way, you've entered the elite realm of having put cubes on there, so you're fine. It doesn't matter what happens after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as you're not in last place, you're winning.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could have only put 1 on there just to be like.
If you didn't think it would pass. Yeah.
Because, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm hoping it maybe passes, but.
Oh, I can't make it pass.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what.
Sorry if that wasn't clear.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn, though? Yeah.
It is your turn. How many feathers do people have?
None.
Are none?
0.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and let's here. This is the last turn. It doesn't matter what I do. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. We'll get a coin. I'm going to kill my artist. I'm gonna use their blood as a new venture. Since they died, I get two of these. Nope. There we go.
And oh, sorry. Ooh. Can you remind me what the why does this have the lotus flower in the bottom corner?
Because they
This
are a Lotus personnel.
if
if that has
expression hit 3 tiers and you have the most of these in your deck,
That's
you
right.
win by that condition.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
I wouldn't have done that if we were gonna play more, but it didn't
Yeah.
matter. So
Yeah. I think
and
I'm gonna
I don't
go.
have any power to put anywhere. So
I'm gonna play the activist. I'm gonna go to modernization. I'm gonna spend 2 cubes to take the first player marker, to trash a card. Goodbye, middle manager. You were a real piece of shit. All right. And then
why was he even here?
Yep. I will not buy because I cannot afford a buy, but this will at least protect me from getting host. So
I have no quills.
Yep.
So it's on Jake.
Oh yeah, I have no quills either.
No quills for me.
No quills for me. All right. So
Alright.
admin will fail. So who has that would be
You
right
and
now?
Zentis.
Me and Zentis. I have the flag, so Zentis, you're
Yep.
going to lose 3 cubes.
Okay.
That's the second
And
time that's
then-
happened to Zentis.
Second time?
And then
No, it happened to you the first time.
HR.
Remember, you were so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I
And
told
then
you I was
HR
gonna
is
get my turn.
successful. So Zentis, you are successful in HR, so you can either influence and culture or increase expression.
I will increase expression. When you buy a card, do not add whatever to skip personnel.
Honestly, I wish I had taken that. Oh, and since you play some, did someone place a victory this turn? No. Okay.
I'll take the increased hand size up to. Oh, not here. Over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. Do we want to
this
pause here and discuss?
there.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
quite a lot
I think
to
that
discuss
there's a
at
lot
this
to
point.
discuss. Yep. So, yeah, just things that I'm gonna say before we move into feedback. I did math to try and figure out what the economy the cube economy needs to be. The cube economy is a little rough. I think that I need to number 1, reduce the strength of the crises, and number 2, reduce the cost of the personnel.
Yes.
Mathematically, it assuming that people were being like aggressive and efficient, yes, but it wasn't quite there. Which makes sense for an early draft of a game.
Yeah.
That's kind of the one thing that I'm addressing first before we move into fixed questions and then freeform feedback.
Okay.
Fixed questions. Would you play this again, Zentis? If it were better, right? Like this is obviously an early draft. It's yeah.
With changes, I would definitely play it again.
Yeah, I'm
Jake,
gonna agree with
would you
that.
play this
Like, obviously, with some pretty heavy changes, like
Yes.
the conceit here, I'm like liking the general direction that it's going. But yeah, I think it.
Yeah, totally. 0.
Yeah, same thing. With changes, I'd be willing to try it again. I should say specifically, I'm not like clamoring to play it again, but yeah, with changes, I would try it again.
Yeah, no. I picked that up from your tone of voice. Did it feel like going back around? Did the multi-victor conceit of it? How did you feel about that? I know we didn't get to the end game, but we're not going to be getting to the end game for a bit. And I'd rather so
keep the same order.
0.
Me first.
Reverse order. Oh,
yeah,
reverse
I'm
order.
doing reverse order.
I think you overemphasized it for how little it
Yeah.
matters.
Okay. Jake.
Oh, no,
sorry.
Go
You
ahead,
have more?
Zero. You
Yeah.
still have more.
No, I was trying to think if I had anything to add on top of that, but no, I mean that's basically it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think along the same lines, like, and this maybe starts to edge into my more of my feedback of the stakes didn't seem particularly high for losing. It was like a one of these flips, and they each have basically 6 life, and we only basically lose if all of
Well,
them
that-
go away, and it's like.
Sorry to hop in. That
Yeah.
wasn't the problem. The problem was losing 3 power cubes.
Right, losing
Yes.
3 power cubes is obviously
Yeah.
bad, but that's only for one person. So it's like the
It's a lot for one person to lose.
no. Of course, it's a lot for that person, but the impetus to be second in the second place is like, I don't lose those 3, but somebody else is going to lose those 3, but I'm not getting anything out of it, and I don't feel like I'm really stopping anything. But that's kind of neither here nor there as far as the multiple winners, I guess. Which is to say, yeah, I'd have to play more, I guess.
Yeah, totally. Zintis.
I think that, well, I would need to look at it more
Yeah.
closely, but I think it can get with novel victory mechanisms, it can get very challenging. And I know there's a game that I always bring up called Archipelago that tried to do something like that and ended up falling very flat. We can talk about that later about why that game why that game is so beautiful, but it stinks.
A beautiful piece of garbage.
It's such a pity. Such a pity.
I hate when that happens. Where you're like, this game looks so nice. It's just not well designed.
It's very bad. Yep. I had a horrible time playing it twice. Anyways,
my favorite story for that is I won't name the name of the game, but me and my wife played a game and we were like, we must have read the rules wrong. Like, this was not a good game. Like, this was. And I like went back, I watched 2 different teaches and reread the rules all by myself, and I was like, no, we played that right. And my wife was just like, that was not a good game. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Other questions, Ned.
No, I mean that's last fixed question, and we're gonna do Zintis back. Did you have a favorite moment of the game? Was there something like stood out to you as being like enjoyable or interesting or something like that?
I think I enjoyed the kind of card economy that was available, because you don't necessarily need to do like the resource like you have a lot of options on the board, so like you don't necessarily have to engage in the resource economy. You could just there's other things you can do. So there's a variety of strategies. I guess that's the part that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
There was not, and I think that goes into what was going to be part of my freeform. Which is, I'll say here, and then we can talk about it more later, which is like, there wasn't any particular moment that made me feel clever. Which made me feel feel bad, that's no good.
Yeah, no good, absolutely. 0.
I've got a moment I can remember, but for a bad reason.
Oh, hell yeah! All right, that's getting host on the cubes, right?
Yes, but it's the reason why I got hosed on the cubes. But yes. I guess we can get into that in a second.
Yep. So that's it for fixed questions. Again, this is a very early draft of this game. I'm trying to see if there's a pony in this pasture, basically. So yeah.
It's one of those
huge
tiny.
Amount is going to change.
It's one of those really tiny horses with the weird eyes,
Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. Is that this is a heavy game. If I want to develop it, it's got a long ways to go. So I'm trying to see is there enough of stuff in it that it's worth doing all the work and polish to find that horse, or whether this is better put on the shelf, maybe find something else, because
if I might give some freeform feedback real quick,
by all means.
It's burning in my mind. So as you've drawn, I wasn't a big fan of just suddenly getting hosed of 3 of my resources, because in any other game with somewhat similar premises, there's this idea where if you participate in a system and then you don't win is when you lose. But if there's a system and then you don't participate in it while 2 other people were, and then it's just like, oh, you actually lost because like, you know, that's just it. You just lost.
You didn't help us at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny because that's actually how Hench works, where Hench has kind of a similar-ish system where bad things happen, but they only happen to the people who have participated. So
right, because I was like looking at the power scores. I'm like, okay, so these two other people are racing for this power thing. I can lay off and like collect resources and get ready for the next round. Oh, what? The resources I collected, they're gone? Oh, I guess.
Right. And I mean,
it's just
I can see the thematic reason to do it, and I think if it was structured and explained really, really clearly from the top of like things are like, you know, and you mentioned it of like our space station is basically falling the fuck apart. So we all have to really help out. And that's where maybe it comes in where like there are like the person who wins and the second place also gets like a something little of something, and that is a way to really incentivize people to help out, as opposed to being like you're helping out so you don't get hosed, as opposed to I'm helping out because I want to get something. Like, you know, a lot of these were get this or this. You know, it's like get A or B, and maybe it's like first place gets to choose first, and then second place gets the B. You know, and that might be fine. You know, and be like, cool. I'm the second place person. I don't get the control over here, but I do get this cool, awesome power. Awesome. You know, that could be interesting.
I honestly, I don't even think second place needs anything. I just felt it was weird that if you aren't, I don't know, it just felt a little bit weird to me that like you're in the race whether you're helping or not, essentially.
Yeah.
Also,
I think,
go ahead.
I think that was a big negative player experience. You know, again, the hope is that a fair few of these crises you are passing, but again, because it's a heavier game, there's a lot of intertwined system, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to put that to one side, but I do think that it is unfairly punitive the way it works out. And I think that switching to a non-punitive system where it's rewarding rather than punishing is probably better.
Right. Or the punishment is just like the general like disillusion.
Oh, the punishment is still going to happen. Yeah, that's still going to happen.
But if that was more visceral, other than just like, well, this flips over. If like if our turns actually changed, like the more HR dissolved and the more admin dissolved and the more security dissolved, like, oh, you know, like maybe if two of these go away, all of our hand sizes decrease by one or something like that. Or, you know, like, oh, if two of these go away, we each only get one action. If two of these go away, I don't know. But so like, oh crap, we really need to make sure this isn't falling apart, because if it does fall apart, our turns get shot to shit, you know, like.
Also, I will say, Jake did say this earlier, but if it had been explained to me at the beginning, I wouldn't have had such a sour mood about it. Like, it wouldn't even have been a thing. Like, from the start, I would have just been like, okay, so I need to put like a token effort in here to try to not just get trampled under.
Right. Yeah. But that's also kind of just a weird experience to be like, I guess I'll throw one cube on there so that I am not in the running to get hosed. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. No, I think that is something that needs to get changed.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, purely from a thematic angle, this is like it's kind of a weird game, and I'm sure it's the angle you're going for, but it's very pro-capitalist, fuck the worker. Because production
does not get a say. Yeah, production does not get a say.
Well, here's what I was gonna actually.
That is intentional.
Well, here's what I was gonna suggest, and maybe it's breaks your system a little bit, but what if? And this is going a little bit into Starship Trooper territory of but what if there was no green suit and green was just wild? You could spend any card and do a green thing. Like you're sending your dude and your clerk in a suit, and you're like, dude, we need somebody to go down to hydroponics and just pick some fucking corn. And he's like, I'm a clerk. And you're like, I don't care. We need someone to fucking pick some corn. Go. Like,
yeah.
Like that could be an interesting way of doing it where like, because there were times where I was like, man, I would do patronage right now, but I don't have any green in my hand. So I guess I'm not gonna. And maybe that being wild could be an interesting take on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might just be able to add that symbol to some cards, because that way you could make it so that your basic cards could all go there, but like the more advanced cards are just like, well, I'm management. I'm not going to.
That could be it too, where there's the lower echelons. You could be like, okay, you're a nobody. I'm sending you to go pick corn today. But yeah, you couldn't send your actual like CEO dude. He's I'm not gonna pick corn.
No.
So that also
like the fall that I was gonna do.
Right. That also leads into a little bit, and I don't know, this might be just what you are going for, but personally, with a deck builder like this, I'm good with like a couple of my opening deck being basically blank cards, but the majority of them being blank cards just was like, that's where like I didn't feel like I was making any interesting moves.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to get. I mean, even just aside from the cost, like there's a total of 4 opportunities on the board to get a new card, and you might not get even one.
Right, and 2 of them are always not helping the problem. So you literally have to spend one of your 2 precious actions not helping, possibly getting dinged for that not helping, and then you get the opportunity to spend your hard-earned money buying something. So,
yeah, the Bob Dole space in admin is like the best, like one of the best spaces, because you get 2 power cubes and you get to recruit somebody.
Right.
Yep. That's intentional, but yes.
Right, but I mean, I would say, if you're doing 6 or 7, whatever it ends up being, I would say at least half of them should have a power. It doesn't need to be a good power, but a power of something, of where you like, I got to do something clever, whether it's I got to put my meeple down on the same spot as somebody else, or I got to gain an extra cube, like even if I placed it here in policing, I get all of the stuff from policing and I also get a cube. Like they don't need to be super powerful, they don't need to be crazy, just like a little bit from like, I can do a clever thing here where I do blah 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 blah,
Right. Yeah.
Here's another thing, and this is just dumb. Exploration and recruiting should be switched, because recruiting doesn't let you recruit anybody.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No.
Why is that called recruiting?
Because you're recruiting for the security services. Yeah. No, I do agree. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that was most of what my thoughts were. The rest of my thoughts were, I need to figure out how to play this game, which is to say, like, there's obviously like an economy of switching this for this and this for this and this for this, and then I get this up, and then and I'm that's the game part of it. But once everything else works more better, then the strategy can start getting used. Zintis.
What was was there a prompt this time, or is this general?
No, it's just
freeform.
Just throw freeform. I'm trying to figure out if there's a pony in this pasture.
Yeah, there's a. Well, I guess the question is like how close you want to be to Dune, because I've played a lot of Dune. So.
I've started like the base of this was Dune, and then I like iterated off of that to try and get where I needed to go. Because I don't think that there's room for like 2 Dune Imperiums. So that this needs to be doing something different.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's not enough room for 2 Dune Imperiums. This is very Dune.
It has that core mechanic, but it
has more than that. It has 10 rounds. It has challenges that care about certain things.
Yep.
You dump 2 cubes at a time. You can dump more cubes.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's a great game, and you should definitely be stealing from it.
Yes.
But
I'm surprised more people have not. Yes. So that this is why I'm stealing from it.
Well, I think the problem is that like Dune Imperium, I guess its major novelty is that like the cards let you place the workers, but it just barely does that. And if you go any deeper, it gets too complicated, basically. So like you having 5 categories and you having 3 kinds of cards. Well, I'm sorry, 3 categories of which you have 3 cards is about as complex as you want to be. Dune has what, 7 roughly.
Yeah, and I think a lot of those are kind of like, again, it has it because of the source material, but some of them are not great. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the answer to that is, but I do think that like there is a game here, and as you continue to work on it, it might diverge more away from its roots, which is fine. I know that like this is Jake and Zero. You both played the big space game I was working on, right?
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
For like years, that game was like chucking dice and like Concordia, basically. I basically just used Concordia's main mechanism, and then at some point I'm just like, this is fine, but it could be better. And then I made everything tokens, and that was like the big switch over, which retained the gameplay, but the mechanics completely changed. And like, but up until then, it was like the stand-in mechanism that I like just knew would work. So that might be the case here, where you have the stand-in mechanism, which is like a lot of Dune, but at some point you're going to be like, oh, Eureka, let's try this, and then
let's switch out the cards for tiles,
or like
or whatever.
Called? Oh yeah, because what's that game? Orleans.
Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can go that way. That'd be great.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how that would work, but
I also
anyway.
think really leaning into the top-down design aspects of it could really help. I mean, that's where Dune Imperium really shines, is like you feel like you're in the Dune universe. So it's like, okay, really make people feel like they are on this asteroid, space station, whatever it is, and they're trying to juggle all of the balls. And that's where necessarily, I don't know if these numbers are necessarily wrong on the problems.
Yeah.
If there's visceral consequences, where then we're all sitting here at the beginning of the round going, all right, we're only going to be able to solve admin or HR here. What is the least bad thing that we can do? Like, okay, we can afford to take one more nug to admin, but we can't afford to take one more nug to HR, because then all of our hand sizes get decreased by 1, and that would suck, or whatever the bad thing that you come up with is, of having your, for lack of a better term, society slowly crumbling. That is not something that I have seen, in this kind of space before, and that could really set you apart, and where you're like, okay, cool, this is where we're really trying to make sure that this, that really gets people into the gist of it, and into the headspace of what we are doing here.
Yeah, we can talk. Well, I don't know if we should talk about that now or not, about like games that have weird victory conditions. Not weird, but like non-standard.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
So like let me proselytize while I'm here. So Archipelago.
Yes.
The way that game works is that you're kind of playing this like hex exploration, resource management, little city building game with the other players. But at the end of every round, you have to like pay something, or else bad things happen. So the problem with that game is that there's a fundamental question. If everybody loses, is it a tie? And for most people that I've met, the answer is yes. And the problem becomes that as soon as it's clear that, so if we don't all lose, one person wins. So the question becomes, if I am behind, and I know I'm behind, I now no longer will contribute to making the condition to allow there to be a one winner scenario. I only want there to be a tie scenario. That's the problem with Archipelago. So and another game that kind of also has that challenge is let's see if I can remember, Dead of Winter, I think. Where like you can win as a group, or you could exile somebody and then they have to win a different way. Like they have a private win condition, and I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like there's different ways of doing it. So I guess the question here is like, how do you incentivize the players correctly to work together? Like, do you want them to have a lot of dual wins, like pair wins, or shared wins, or not? And like if you have players lose, or rather if you have that condition end for thematic reasons, then who should win? or should there even be a winner? Should it just be like everybody loses? But then you have the tie situation where like if a player knows that they're losing, they are now disincentivized from contributing to these goal cards.
Right. I mean, the other thing you could do is, like the three. I'm assuming the three main kind of win conditions are having the most control in one of these three at the end of the game. But that's all like known information. So if you want to be maybe incentivizing people, if there's some amount of hidden information that goes from round to round, like super feathers, basically.
Yeah, I hear you about that, and I hear you about the difficulty of incentivizing people to like behave, and this is one of the reasons why. Like one of my goals for this game is I do want there to be multiple winners as a common situation. I don't want there to be. I want it not to be a group hug game very often. I think that in general it is hard for it to be a group hug game just because of the way that the math works and because of the way that the game works. So like having that question about am I going to be able to like do the thing that I want to do? Is my victory, can I make sure that my victory condition is locked in? Is kind of like one of the central things. But that making sure that my victory condition is locked in doesn't necessarily mean that your victory condition can't be. It just means that like I have to care about my thing. And figuring out how to do that. And I think this game is primitive enough that it's very difficult to understand whether or not that system is working properly. But I also want to make sure that almost never is it the case that nobody wins. Because I think that you're absolutely right that, Zintis, those kinds of situations where there's no, where there's no winner, and so it's all a tie. I don't think that that's as interesting of a situation as
it's just straight up. It's bad. It's to be avoided. I would say. So the funny part about Archipelago is that they actually they had the problem solved. They had like secret victory conditions and stuff. One of them was if everybody loses, you win. All they had to do was like give everybody like a rank order for that, and then you're sailing. Like you're back on track. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think like I don't like if you what was I gonna say? So like if you want to have that really interesting win condition, I think that that's actually somewhat independent of the core mechanisms of this game, and that you could develop that separately. Like you could work on that over time. You could just have a stand-in, like very classic normal win condition while the core mechanisms are being developed. And then later on, you'd be like, man, this, like, I figured it out. This is a really good, interesting win condition. I'm just going to tack that on the top.
It's almost like, I feel like all of the other systems need to get just like ironed out a little bit more before you can really start being like, okay, and these are the 5 win conditions that hypothetically could happen. And see if that's even interesting at that point. Like it's just so hard to tell here where things are still not quite balanced and not quite fun and not quite like making interesting ideas and moves. Where like let's get that sorted first, and then let's worry about the actual what those win conditions are and whether there should be more than one, or whether it's I mean, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff where it's like, oh, maybe we're all bidding on what the win condition is going to be, and depending on the moves we make, that ticks up in different ways or something like that. Like that could also be interesting in this sort of thing because we're trying to save this thing, and I want it to save it this way, and you want to save it that way, and I bid on it because of XYZ, and I'm like, there are a lot of ways to skin the cat. I will also say, for some reason, and I don't know if this is just because I've been watching a lot of Silo lately, is for some reason I want this to be like the production to be a circle in the middle, and then these be 3 spokes coming out, and the board to be like
could be fun.
Triangular of like I'm going down this route and I'm going down this route, and then I don't know where the power would go then. Maybe it just goes along the side of each of the spokes or something.
I'd be okay with just the green bar being at the top instead of in the middle. I think that would probably.
I think that's the right move. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
think that
are
for now,
a couple ways to reorganize it, but yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff to say about the graphic design. But
go for it. Graphic design. My graphic design is real shitty. I'm owning.
Graphic design is my passion.
Oh yeah, 110%. Frog on a unicycle.
So as far as like the UI is concerned, let's start with the top here with the icons. I think that it should just be a stack or a line of the 5 abilities, and they would be covering up spots, and the third spot just says whatever can win now. Basically, the first 2 would be revealed. 2 of them would be revealed. As someone takes one, you reveal another one. Once it reveals the third spot, it'll just be like balance scales can win now, and that'd be an easy way to. You don't need to have tokens tracking it. You would just be pulling off these 5 abilities, and then that would be the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. So they'd be like shuffled and face down, and the first 2 would be face up.
Right.
So
you could just have a stack, but
yeah.
you really want to keep track of like which one's the third one. So you need to have that visual. So you just have a row of 5. You probably have like 4 columns. I think you should remove the limit of 2 because that's an extra rule, and I don't know if it helps that much. Okay, so getting to the player board, I think that you just want 2 tracks, one for the control track and one for the damage track, and the damage track goes down, the control track goes up, and you just place a token there. I think that would be the way to do it. So you don't need these tokens that flip over. You can just have a thing that degrades over time. This part's fine. I think this part's fine. It can be cleaned up, but it's fine for now. The power area, I think you could get away with just having the 5 player pools and not having a tracker here. I think you could get away with that. And I think the other thing you could get away with is going away from Dune's quill, like dagger, like half point, and just have it all just be cubes. So all the cards that have like 3 daggers would be rounded to either 2 or 1 or 2. The ones that have 1 dagger would just be 1. And that would probably be fine. It probably wouldn't hurt the game that much.
Yeah, keeping track
and it would make it a lot
of
easier.
different types of things and taking that complexity and putting it somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, it just simplifies it because, like in Dune, it's very important if one player beats another player, so a half point matters more. But here, it's like
I mean, it does matter, but
it does. It's different. It's different in this game because, like, victory here might be like getting the like the what are they called again? These powers at the top?
Ideology support is
placing an ideology token and getting an ideology tile. The tile's ability is nice, but the ability is nice, but placing the tile and activating that victory condition does not necessarily just help you. It could help another player more.
That's
so
correct,
that victory is kind of dubious. Whereas in Dune, if you get a point, you are now literally like 1/10 closer to win. It's not the same case here. So like winning is not as important here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Something like that. I don't think I have too many other. Have you ever heard of a game called Argent the Consortium?
I've heard of it. I have not played it.
Okay, it's a little obscure. It's probably the most one of the more complex worker placement games I've ever played. We could talk about like what makes it interesting and why I'm bringing it up either now or later. I don't know what's a good.
Oh, it's by the level 99 people. Okay.
It's good. It's just very challenging and has a very absurd victory condition. So I can bring that up later. I don't want to like just talk about other games while we're here.
So does anyone have any other thoughts, and then we can close this out?
I like it. Do remove the punishment. I think. I think you can just have a prize for biggest contributor, and then maybe like a different prize for like having succeeded.
And then I'm personally, I think a global punishment would be more interesting. Of like, then there's definitely like a slight co-op aspect of like we're all trying to keep this spaceship together,
right?
But we're also trying to be the person.
I mean,
who's
you could just do like giving something to all the players who did contribute. So it's either like the leading player gets the big prize, or like every contributor gets a prize. I mean, you got options,
right?
I just think that the punishment doesn't quite.
It
really is a the rich get richer, the poor get poorer situation.
Right.
Which I mean, that doesn't feel good in anything you do. So
society.
Get my 15 person kill streak and call on my tactical nuke to make me win the game more.
Boom. Alrighty, awesome sauce. Well, thank you. I look forward to trying this out with your
Yep.
changes. I think it's we got
Yes.
there's a little bit of sauce here. We can hopefully get to
Yeah,
a
no,
lot of sauce there.
it's a question about like is there sauce here, and I think that there is sauce here, and it's just a question of like is the sauce worth the squeeze, and that's we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, for those people who are watching, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and come hang out with us on the Discord. We chit chat here and there and set up all of these fun playtests, and you can come in and chill with us. And other than that, that's it for the night. And I forgot how I usually sign off. So, bye.